Hey, it's Joey Myers from the Hitting Performance Lab. Hey, Mr. Gabe, man, I'm getting excited for you. You're getting close, super close. So what I have here is I have your two swings synced up. On the left is your swing on 4/28, so April 28th, and this is your swing today, July the 5th of 2013. So I have them both synced up, and as you can see, our setup down here is a little different. Obviously, we have our two markers, our two ball markers here, and you can see the tee here. We weren't working obviously the Babe Ruth drill wasn't even, we didn't even put it out yet. Hadn't figured it out yet. And on the right here, we've got our tee set up a little bit out in front. So we've been working the Babe Ruth drill, getting both feet together and getting a lot more of that gas pedal, unweighting the bat here. And the other thing, we're not worrying about this back foot. We're just getting out there, right? We're nice and slow and building into that front foot landing. So let's take a look at the difference here. Big difference. And then we'll analyze your current swing right now and talk about how we can make it a little better. But it is looking good. So as you can see, already a big difference. Now we started with putting the bat on the shoulder and working the catapult loading system stuff, and then letting you do your own thing there. As you can see, a lot better movement. A lot better movement where we're tucking the hands and we're getting into a good hitting position, good catapult loading hitting position as we go into our forward fall. Notice how far you're falling. Okay, picking the foot up on the right swing. Look at that fall. That's beautiful. Nice and natural. No, you're not rushing it. It's just nice and easy. Nice, simple fall. You're not pushing with this back foot. You're just letting this front foot fall as far as you can and reach. Now we aren't quite getting all the way out here. And I was looking at your other swing. We'll talk about this in a little bit. But not out to where we want to, but much better than your April 28th swing. So as you can see, beautiful fall. Looks like that archer that we talk about when he loads up the arrow with the bowstring. Okay, nice and easy, and then once that foot touches, that's when we explode. Okay, as you see, much more, you're unweighting the bat on that right side, much better. Much better momentum. Beautiful, man. Looks great. Okay, and then as we go into our swing, we're a little bit more natural with our turn versus in our before swing. We look like we're having to use our arms a little bit too much. We get a little bit more of a knob to ball, pull with the hands stuff, and that's why we were rolling over a lot of the balls before. At that time, I think back in April, you were still playing and you were frustrated because you were hitting the ball on the ground. Well, for one, we weren't using momentum as well as we could have, like we're doing now. But as you can see, that back foot naturally comes off the ground on our after swing and doesn't really do much in our before swing. You notice that back foot? Check this out here. This one here versus this one. And you weren't really focusing on this back foot. We weren't even thinking about this today. But notice how it comes right off the ground, natural. Don't even have to worry about it. Okay? One thing, actually, I just wanted to see, I wasn't even looking for this when I was looking at your other swing. Not so bad, yeah. We'll talk about this when we look at your regular swing. But hey, big difference, man. Big difference. Unweighting that bat and what that's doing to your swing. The one thing we'll talk about, that's what I was kind of erring and awing about, was this spine angle here. This head is actually moving forward a little bit too much. Whereas in this swing, it's a little bit more sitting, although it's not perfect, but it's better than our after swing. So where we want this head to actually sit back a little bit more, like if we had a stick attached to your butt, attached to your shoulders and attached to the back of your head, that your head shouldn't fall forward like that. I think that is actually the only thing major that I see in your after swing right now, and you can work on that on your own. But much better, dude. I'm proud of you. Much better. That's why we were seeing a little bit more pop today, a little bit more consistent pop. Is you're unweighting that bat so much better. And like I said, the catapult loading system stuff, you're doing better. Now, if it's one thing this week, I want you to really work on getting out there. Actually, let's go back to let's unhinge this and go to your current swing. So if it's one thing I want you to work on this week is don't put a huge priority on the catapult loading system stuff unless you feel comfortable with it. I want you to master the Babe Ruth drill, and I want you to really get this foot, go back and forth between Babe Ruth drill, setting the bat on your shoulder, and going into your catapult loading system if you want. But the catapult loading system stuff, I don't want you to really prioritize as high. I want you to really get out there with that foot, because in all these video clips, let me show you one. This was a good one we looked at already, right? So here's towards the end, you're getting tired, I know that. So when you get tired though as an athlete, then you start to go into your default patterns. So as you'll see on this last swing, is you're not getting as much, you're not getting out there as much with your foot. So, or with our body, right? Not our foot, but our body. You're just kind of reaching with the foot now. You're moving a little bit, but it's still, you're just reaching, right? I want to get you out here. Get that foot out here. Commit. Get out there. All right? Your body will make the necessary adjustments, and you'll still crush the ball. Just get out there. All right? But that's the one thing, is master the Babe Ruth drill this week. Master it. I mean, every single swing you take should be like this. Okay? There was a take back here. See, I don't know if I can get it, that we really just kind of reached out. But even on our takes, we should be doing the same thing on every swing. I don't know if I can find it before we I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but there was a take where you just barely kind of reached out with your foot. That one, no. Okay, we can look at this swing. But I want you to get consistent with getting that foot out there, really reaching without pushing with this back foot, really reaching out there. Get that body out there. Okay. The other thing I want you to kind of focus on, see, every swing you took today on video, this is what was going on with your head. Now this could be actually a vision problem, could be causing us not to be as consistent as we can. But I want you to almost sit back, like sit back with your head. We want to keep that head in line with the spine. We don't want it to come forward like this, because we're actually bleeding some force. So we're not hitting the ball as hard as we can, and we're hitting it pretty hard right now. So I want you to just relax the head and neck muscles, because to be able to get your head into this position, you have to stress these neck muscles out a little bit so they're getting tight. And I want you to just relax and let that head, like you have this stick here, like I have drawn, and that the stick and the back of your head are stuck and glued together. All right, so it's something that you're just gonna have to work on probably in the mirror at first, and then kind of work it in. But I want you to relax these neck muscles and jaw muscles and shoulder muscles as you go into your swing. But master the Babe Ruth drill. If you have any questions on this, you're gonna be crushing it, dude. You're already doing good. Keep up the good work, and I'll talk to you later.